Hi, this is Dr. Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. Now we will see what is Standard English. Standard English is recognized as an educated form of English used for official purposes such as administration, education, and information. It is a controversial term for a form of the English language that is written and spoken by educated users. As a language variety, Standard English is the language used in most public discourse and in the regular operation of American social institutions. The news media, the government, the legal profession, and the teachers in schools and universities all view Standard English as a proper mode of communication, primarily in expository and argumentative writing, but also in public speaking. It refers to whatever form of the English language is accepted as a national norm in an Anglophone country. It refers to both an actual variety of language and an idealized norm of English acceptable in many social situations. Standard English is thus different from what is normally thought of as speech in that Standard English must be taught, whereas children learn to speak naturally without being taught. It has its own specific grammar and vocabulary. We distinguish the British Standard and the American Standard. There are differences between these two standards, mainly in the field of lexis, that is vocabulary, and to a limited extent also in grammar and spelling. Why a standard speech should be cultivated? It has come about mainly as a natural product of certain historical, cultural, and social factors. There are very good utilitarian why a standard speech should be cultivated. It has come about mainly as a natural product of certain historical, cultural, and social factors. There are very good utilitarian reasons why a standard speech should be cultivated. It has come about mainly as a natural product of certain historical, cultural, and social factors. In the Anglo-Saxon period, the dialect of Wessex gradually became the preeminent one and attained to something of the dignity of a literary dialect, chiefly through the accident that Wessex had a cultured and scholarly King Alfred the Great, who encouraged letters and was himself both author and translator. In the Middle English period, Chaucer and a number of contemporary writers gave the East Midland dialect a literary prestige, and the fact that Caxton used the same dialect for his early printed works established it more firmly still. The invention of printing, in fact, was one of the most influential factors making for the emergence of Standard English. It could not, of course, influence pronunciation, but it did stabilize within limits spelling, grammar, syntax, and vocabulary. Dialects were still widely used in speech and even in correspondence, but they tended increasingly to be regarded as an inferior sort of English. The particular dialect that was the official dialect of printing attained to a respectability and a prestige, and the others did not enjoy. And as printed works circulated far and wide throughout the country and even abroad, it soon spread beyond its original bounds and became a national tongue, while others were only regional ones. In an English-speaking country, Standard English is the variety of English that has undergone substantial regularization and is associated with formal schooling, language assessment, and official print publications such as public service announcement and newspapers of record, etc. In England and Wales, the term Standard English identifies British English, the received pronunciation accent, and the grammar and vocabulary of United Kingdom Standard English. In Scotland, the variety is Scottish Standard English. In the United States, the General American variety is thought of as the Spoken Standard, and in Australia, the Standard English is General Australian. Sociologically, as the standard language of the nation, Standard English is generally associated with education and socio-linguistic prestige, but is not inherently superior to other English dialects used by an Anglophone society. Thank you.